a known fact that if you get water from the tap and you put it through filtration system, no matter how good it is, you will still have residues of pesticides and, you know, chemicals and whatever that next door neighbour's medication is in the water. You know, that's a known fact. They can't get it all out. Oh, so here we are today. Yeah, I have a cough. Apparently I coughed all night. So, okay, my grandsons have all got sore throats and I've got a cough. Whatever, it's probably just the fact they've got probably tonsillitis. Fingers crossed. Angeli's also got a cough, so I've obviously caught something, but I don't think it's corona. Today I'm going to talk about water, because we've run out of water here and I had to go and buy water from a place that I don't normally buy water from. Last time I went there to buy water, I got Aussie natural spring water, and that water wasn't too bad actually. I could drink that water fine. This time we got Never Fail water, made by the Coca-Cola company. Okay, let's see who makes it. I actually sent in a report to them online. I'll show you here on the screen. I wrote, "I've just purchased your water from Coles Express in Clarkson and the water tastes awful. I'm not sure where you access your water, but it's just like you've obtained tap water and filtered it through a dirty sock or dirty filter. I can't drink it." And that is what happens when I try and just drink normal water. I can't drink tap water. It physically makes me feel sick. The only water that I can drink is Refresh water or Puro water, which is found in the supermarkets in a cardboard box in like a bladder. I'll put a picture of that up here. Or this water here. I'll get this delivered. And it's Refresh water. And if you don't know, Refresh water is made via condensation. So it's not any old tap water filtered through carbon filters and, you know, reverse osmosis and whatever else they do. It's actually made via condensation, much like distilling, I guess. But it tastes like beautiful pure water, and I've been drinking that water for about, gosh, as long as it's been running, you know, close, well, how old is Angela? 14, so, you know, it might be even 15 years or something, I don't know, but it's been a long time I've been having that water. And I usually buy about 4 bottles I get delivered, and then I usually go and get them another bottle from somewhere else if I run out, because I'd have more than that if I cooked with it all the time. I cook with it when it's an absorption method, but if I'm just boiling something in it, I don't use it because it's just too expensive. So over the course of, you know, the 20 years that I've been sick, I've spent a lot of money on water. So if you just think, you know, $12 a week by 4 is $48. So we just say $50 a week to round it up. $50 a week by 52 is 2,600, by 20 is 2,600. Oops. By 20 years equals what? 2,600 by 20 years. Let me do that again. $50 a month by 12 is $600. Didn't think that was right. $600 a year by 20 years. 12,000. It originally came up with 56,000. I was like, what? $12,000 a year. $12,000 I've spent on water, but probably more than that, because quite often I buy different bottles of water here and there if I'm going out or whatever. That's a lot of money on water, isn't it? Just water. I don't really drink much else, a bit of juice. You know, water's our main thing. $12,000 since I've been sick, I've been on water. I don't think water is actually expensive, because I'm watering my garden, just watering my garden, you know, and what we use in our showers. Our water bill's $100 and something odd a month. So let's say $120 a month. So I'm spending like $200 in excess of $200 a month just keeping alive. I mean, water is an essential product of life. We can't live without it, yet I have to pay so much money per month for it. So $140 a month for my water, which is crazy, plus $100 for the water, times 20 years since I've been sick, you know. It's quite a lot of money when you add it all up, isn't it? Something that's essential should be free, especially drinking water. And for me, I'm allergic to the water that comes in through the taps when I shower. It actually burns my skin sometimes. It's not the products, it'll burn the top of my head, it'll burn my skin. It causes the psoriasis, makes it really dry, the water. If I can jump in that water in the ocean and bathe myself in there, I actually do. And like 20 years ago, if you had told me that that's what the hippies down in Denmark were doing, you know, I'd be like, yeah, that's disgusting. But actually it's not. And I've had to resort to that. When my skin is at my worst, I actually go and shower in the ocean. Not with any products, but just the ocean. And I think that's why I find great relief throwing myself into that water, so I can just soak it all in through my body and heal. It's a great healing thing. There you go. So I don't know what other waters there are in WA, but water is a big problem, and that's what I'm talking about today. So I might take it upon myself to go and buy, at the end of this pandemic, all the different waters that are available to us, and will taste them, and I'll let you know which ones taste like they've been filtered through a dirty sock, and which ones taste like they've been filtered through carbon, which ones have been filtered through coconut, which ones have been distilled, and which ones are good for you. So if you're looking for a good clean water to drink, Refresh is the way to go. Have that delivered to your door for about $11 a bottle, depending on how many you buy. Okay, if you're overseas, try and find water that's made via condensation. Your body will thank you for it. They do have, some people say, oh, you can't drink that water, you need to have minerals in it. Just, you know, if you put a little bit of bicarb in the water or a pinch of salt. They do actually have a product called Oxyfresh, which has that added to it. So that's how you get your vitamins and minerals or whatever from the water. They say that it doesn't contain, so. But in this particular point in my life, I'd rather have good, clean tasting water than drinking a whole bunch of chemicals, including, you know, they can't filter out chemicals. It's a known fact that if you get water from the tap and you put it through filtration system, no matter how good it is, you will still have residues of pesticides and, you know, chemicals and whatever that next door neighbours of medication is in the water. You know, that's a known fact. They can't get it all out. So that's why it's really important not to drink filtered water and think that you're okay. Try and find distilled water or water made by condensation. So, because you just can't filter it out. Be safe. All you canaries and warriors, be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Maybe I'll do the, yeah. Maybe I'll do the ribbon. You know, the, like the health ribbon? Does it look like that? Fingers crossed, health ribbon? Yeah. Be safe.